So what about parabolas that do not have their vertex at the origin? So parabolas that have their vertex at h comma k will look like this. Basically, all we did is we took our regular equation and we just put in place of 0, 0, h, and k. So this is the equation of a parabola that opens up or down. So it's an x squared. You can see that the x value is being squared. So it's x minus h quantity squared equals 4a times the quantity y minus k. So for this, if 4a is positive, just like before, it's going to open up. If 4a is negative, it opens down. So that's the same as before. And then if we have a parabola whose vertex is at hk, but it's a y squared variety, meaning it opens right or left, this is our equation. Y minus k quantity squared equals 4a times the quantity x minus h. Again, where hk is the vertex. So the h value is always connected with the x, the k value is always connected with the y. So again, if the 4a is positive, this is going to open right. This opens to the right. And if the 4a value is negative, our graph is going to open to the left. So these are the variations of parabolas. So again, these are going to be the equations where it's not centered at the vertex, where it does not, or sorry, at the origin, where its vertex is not at the origin. So for this example, we want to find the equation of a parabola who has a focus at 4, 0 and a vertex at 0, 0 at the origin. So first we need to figure out what kind of parabola is this. Is it one that opens up and down, the x squared variety, or is it one that opens left and right, the y squared variety? So to do that, to help us do that, we're going to sketch what we know. So we know that we have a focus here at 4, 0, focus here at 4, 0. So this is our focus. We know we have a vertex at the origin. So this is our vertex here at the origin. So what does that tell us? Well, we know that our graph always opens toward our focus from our vertex. So that means that our graph is going to be opening to the right. So this opens right. And because this opens left and right, that tells us it's a y squared variety of parabola. And also because this opens to the right, that tells us that a is positive. The value of a is positive. So what is a? Remember, a is just the distance from our vertex to our focus. So this distance is 4 units. So that means that a is equal to 4. We also know that the directrix is a vertical line that is 4 units to the left of our vertex. So over here, we have a vertical line that we call the directrix. So this is our directrix here. And it's the same distance, so this is x equals -4. It's the same distance from our vertex as the focus. So our vertex is here at the origin. So we were given this. We're at the origin. So because this is a y squared variety, that means that our equation is going to look like this. Y minus h quantity squared, y minus k quantity squared equals 4 times a times x minus h. And then we know that this a value is positive. So now we just substitute in the information that we know. So we know h is 0, we know k is 0. So we have y minus 0 quantity squared equals 4 times a. We said that a was 4. Times the quantity x minus 0. And then just simplify. So y minus 0 is just y. We square that, we get y squared. 4 times 4, that's 16. And then x minus 0 is just x. So this is the equation for what would be our parabola. So y squared equals 16x. And again, we know that our parabola will open something like this, right? It'll open in this direction. So it'll look something like that because it always opens towards your focus. So that is the equation of the parabola that has a focus at 4, 0 and the vertex at the origin.